Okay, let us start. Question number 11. So now we are entering into variable overheads, guys. Now we are doing the question on variable overheads. We are done with labor variances. We are entering into the next leg, that is variable overhead variances. Okay. The following data is given. Calculate variable overhead variances. They have given budget and they have given the actual. They have given the production as 400 units and 360 units. Man hours to produce the output is 8,000 as well as 7,000, and variable overhead is given to us as 10,000 and 9,150. So again, in the similar fashion, we are going to make the table where we are going to have budgeted, then we are going to have actuals. Under budgeteds, we can have the quantity, we can have the rate and the amount. So if you see, the budgeted quantity given to us is 400 and the variable overhead is given to us as 10,000. So the rate is 10,000 divided by 400, that is equal to 25, right?
Yes, ma'am. 25.
So your variable overhead is rupees 25 per unit. With this, we were able to have an output of 8,000 hours. Means they should have taken 8,000 hours for this. Coming to actuals. The actual quantity that we made is 360 units. Rate given to us as, I don't know, and the amount given to us as 9150. 9150. So what is the rate? Rate is 9150 divided by 36. Okay, if it is so complicated, let us keep it as 9. Let us keep this as 9150 divided by 360. Let's keep it like that only. Okay, and this is for 7,000 hours. Obviously, we cannot compare this and this. So we are going to have standard for actual. So under standard for actuals, we'll have the quantity, we'll have the rate, and we'll have the amount. Okay, so for 7,000 hours, the quantity that we should have made in 7,000 hours is 400 divided by 8,000 into 7,000, that is equal to 350, right? Rate being the same, 25. So what should have been our variable overhead cost in that case? It should have been 8,750. Got it? Now your question should be, ma'am, what have you done? Not understood anything. Okay, good. See, when we are talking with respect to variable, your variable cost can be anything. Your variable cost can be on the basis of hours or on the basis of cost. If the question would have specifically told no, variable overhead is rupees 25 per unit, then okay, we would have taken units. Or if they would have given per hour, then instead of quantity, I would have written hours. But since they have not given anything, whether the variable overhead varies on the basis of units or on the basis of hours, I have taken any one and I chose to take the quantity. So how do we read this? It reads as rupees 25 per unit is the variable overhead, correct? Got it? Is it clear? Okay. So this was our table. Now what are the variances? Variances, first variance that we are going to make is variable overhead cost variance. That is equal to total budgeted cost minus total actual cost. Same formula, right? So no problem. 8750 minus 9150. That is equal to rupees 400 adverse. Again, there are two reasons, change in the quantity and change in the rate. So we are going to find out that. Variable overhead expenditure variance. Only the name is different, concept is same. Standard rate minus actual rate into actual quantity. That is equal to 25 minus 9150 divided by 360 into 360. This 360 and 360 will get cut, but after multiplication with 25. So it would be 360 into 25 minus 9150. Do you understand this calculation? Do you understand this calculation? Okay. So how much it becomes? So what happened? I am actually out of the problem of doing this. What do you call? Getting the answers in points and then doing it. So I'm out of that. Sorry. Yeah. So 9000 minus 9150. So that becomes 150 adverse. Right? Next, third, variable overhead efficiency variance. That is equal to your standard quantity minus the actual quantity into the standard rate. Same formulas. So that would be 350 minus 360 into 25. So that is equal to 250 adverse. So variable overhead cost variance is equal to expenditure variance plus the efficiency variance. That is equal to 150 adverse plus 250 adverse. So that becomes 400. This is our check. Variable overhead is variable overhead. We are not going to have two, three overheads, and there is not going to be a mixture of that. So under variable overheads, you don't have something called as mix variance, or you don't have anything called as yield variance. So these are the three formulas. Quickly write this. Okay. Again repeating this, we are doing on the basis of hours. We have taken 8000 and here 400, so 1.25 comes the rate when we divide it by 10,000. Same 7,360 and here 7,000 for 360. Cost variance budgeted cost total is 9,000 and 9150, so 150. Here budgeted rate minus the actual rate into the actual hours, so we got 400. And the same formula for efficiency, budgeted hours minus actual hours into budgeted rate. And the check is this. Copy this quickly. Let's see what is question number 12. Okay. Question number 12. A company has a normal capacity of 120 machines working 8 hours per day of 25 days in a month. Guys, we are doing question on fixed overhead now. Listen to the question very carefully. Oh my god, 1 second. Dropped the pen. Okay. So, the fixed overheads are budgeted at rupees 1,44,000 per month. The standard time required to manufacture one unit of the product is 4 hours. In April, the company worked 24 days of 840 machine hours per day and produced 5305 units of the output. The actual fixed overheads were 1,42,000. From the above, compute all fixed overhead related variances. Now we are going to do some very important things, or there are certain calculations which are very important to understand before we actually proceed with the question. So, first, what we are going to do is calculation of details required for overheads. Okay, we are going to have a small table called particulars. Then we'll keep the budgeted figures here, and then we'll keep the actual figures here. Okay, first, for A, the first detail that we are going to record is the overheads. The first details that we are going to record is the overheads. Check the question and tell me what is the budgeted overhead given to you. Check the question and tell me. 1 second, guys. अरे अंश प्लीज मैं बार बार ही डिस्टर्ब कर रही हूँ, जाना पढ़ाई करना पड़ेगा, जाओ एक बार प्लीज, एक बार जाओ बेटा, मैं कुछ कर रही हूँ, कैन यू गो आउट एंड डोंट कम बैक अगेन प्लीज. Yes, can you check the question and tell me what is the overheads recorded and what is the budgeted overheads and what is the actuals? 1,42,000. These both details are given to you. What else is given to you? Is the number of days given to you? Hmm. Hmm. Actual 24 days. Is the hours given to you? Hmm. 120 machines. 24,000 hours. And actual hours? How did you get that? Into 24 days. That is equal to 20,160 hours. Is the output given to you? Anything actual, budgeted? Okay. Standard is not, budgeted is not given. But budgeted, have they given you the budgeted time per unit? So in 24,000 hours, how many units were they planning to make? 6,000 units. Now, first thing, whenever you get the question, whatever detail, sometimes this detail might not be there, this detail. If this detail is not there, it is assumed that both are same. Okay? Budgeted as well as actuals. Otherwise, these three details you will require. Clear? Second, with the help of this detail, we are going to do the second working. Calculation of various overheads. Is the budgeted overhead straight away given to you? Rupees 1,44,000. Is the actual overhead straight away given to you? Rupees 1,42,000. Absorbed overheads. No. For this, I require something called as absorption rate. We can make this as working number 3 actually. Working number 2 is calculation of absorption rates. Okay. The first absorption rate that we are calculating is rate per hour. Can you tell me what would be the rate per hour? What is the absorption rate per hour? Hmm? How do we calculate absorption rate? Yes, class. Forgot about your chapters. Huh. Perfect. Budgeted overheads divided by budgeted hours. Correct? So that would be 1,44,000 divided by 24,000. How much? Rupees? Rupees 6 per hour. Next, rate per unit. Budgeted overheads divided by budgeted units. 1,44,000 divided by 6,000 units. Or I could do 6 into 4 also. It would be rupees 24,000. 24. Correct? Okay. Next I want rate per day. Budgeted overheads divided by budgeted days. See, in short, what did I do? This overheads, I have calculated the rate on all these three bases. Correct? So 1,44,000 divided by 25 days. That is how much? 5,760 per day. Clear? Now coming to absorption. Absorbed overheads. You can absorb on any basis. You can take any one of the methods, it would be fine. Let me take on the basis of units. Okay. Now you can also take hours. Don't take rate per day. That is for something else that I require. These two obviously you can take. Either you can absorb per hour or you can absorb per units. Your answers would be different. In both the cases, your answers would be different. Okay. So first we are calculating per unit. Let us say that we are absorbing on the basis of units. So how many units what will be my absorbed overheads if I am absorbing on the basis of units? Can you tell me? Yes. Absorbed overheads formula. Formula for absorbed overheads. Sorry? Actual actual units into rate per unit. 1 second, guys. बोल बेटा जल्दी बोल हम्म, हम लोग पार्टी ले मुझे ये बोल चाहिए कैंडी बोल है हमारा और मम्मा ये पढ़ाई करनी पड़ेगी बेटा सब पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं सब लोग पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं यस सब लोग पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं पापा काम कर रहे हैं तो तुम पढ़ाई करो नहीं करनी पड़ेगी बेटा नो 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 अब देख पापा चिल्लाएंगे जा बाहर जा बाहर जा बेटा नहीं हो सकता है नहीं मैं कैसे करूँ क्लास चल रहा है बेटा मेरा बेटा आई एम इन मिडल ऑफ अ क्लास प्लीज गो yeah so you guys told me actual overheads that is the actual output that is 5305 units into the rate that is 24 that is equal to how much 1,27,000 1,27,320 1,27,320 next if you would have taken it on the basis of hours you could have done 20,160 into 6 your answer would have been different I'm again telling you point number D this is a new overhead for you called a standard overhead now I have been working for how many hours I have been working for 20,160 hours. Can I tell you something? Mama, can I call Tanu from that house? 20,160. Papa, 20,160 hours is what I have worked for. In this 20,160 hours, how many standard units I could have produced? If I work for 20,160 hours only, and in that 20,160 hours, if I work as per the standard, how many units I should have produced? How many hours we should have worked? How many units we should have produced? Yes, how many units we should have produced? 20,160 hours if I work as per the standard. How many units I should have produced? 20,160 divided by 4. Yes or no? 4. The standard time per unit is 4. Right? So as per the standard, if I work for 4 hours, I'll be able to make 1 unit. So as per the standard, if I work for 20,160 hours, how many units I should have made? Correct? So that is equal to how many units? 5 not 4. 5 not 4. 5040 units. Correct? 504 units should have been my standard units. Right? These are the standard units that I could have made in the actual time. So if I would have worked as per standards, I would have made these many units and I could have absorbed this much rupees. Yes or no? So what is my standard overheads? 1,20,960 rupees. 1,20,960. Correct? Got it? Now, once we get these figures, now we'll start with our overheads, with our variances. The first variance that we are going to record, or you can write the topic first, fixed overhead variances. Till here, did everyone understand? If there is any one person who has doubt, you can ask me. Anyone has any doubt, you can ask me. Okay. Nobody has any doubt. I think everyone has understood then. Let's go ahead. The first variance that we are going to see is fixed overhead cost variance. This variance is nothing but how much money has come into your pocket and how much money has gone out of your pocket. This is nothing but your under or over absorption. So can you tell me what will be the formula for this? Can you tell me what will be the formula for this? How much money will come into my pocket? How much money will come into my pocket? Budgeted overheads minus actual overhead. Budgeted overheads under or over absorption. What did I tell you when we were learning budget, when we were learning overheads? After the calculation of absorption rate, budgeted overheads is of no use. Didn't I tell you that? Yes. Tell me the formula. Absorbed overheads minus actual overheads. Absorbed overheads is how much? 1,27,320. 1,27,320 has come to my pocket. I absorbed it from the units. So 1,27,320 has come into my pocket. And actual is 1,42,000. I have spent 1,42,000. Good or bad for me? Good or bad for me? Bad. So that is why absorbed first and actual later. I have a negative variance. How much is it? 14,680 adverse. 14,680 adverse. Second, fixed overhead expenditure variance. How much expenditure you were supposed to do and how much expenditure you actually did. You were supposed to do an expenditure of budgeted overheads, correct? You were planning to spend how much? 1,44,000. How much expenditure you actually did? Actual overheads. Minus 1,42,000. That is equal to favorable. So what you thought? You have done lesser expenditure than that, right? So I am going to tell you trick now. Okay, this trick will help you to remember things, and I'm going to explain you the logic, but in exam you can't sit and follow the logics. So what you are going to do, you are going to remember this. Absorbed overheads, actual overhead, budgeted overhead. This is my formula number 1. Yes, this is my formula number 2. Yes, clear? Okay. Third, fixed overhead volume variance. What do we mean by volume variance? Volume variance means because of the change in the volume, what is the difference in the amount? What volume did you change? You were supposed to make how many units? You were supposed to make how many units? How many units did you actually make? Good or bad? Bad. Because you made less number of units, you are able to absorb less. Yes or no? Correct? You are able to absorb less. So 5305 minus 6,000, because it is bad, I want an adverse variance, into 24. So what is the formula? Budgeted volume minus actual volume. Sorry. Actual quantity or actual volume minus the budgeted quantity or budgeted volume into the absorption rate. Right? Can I also get what is actual quantity into absorption rate? What is actual quantity into absorption rate? Absorbed overheads. What is budgeted quantity into absorbed rate? Budgeted quantity into absorption rate will give me what? Budgeted quantity into absorption rate will give me what? Do 6,000 into 24. Budgeted overheads. Clear? How much did we get? 16,680 adverse. So absorbed minus budgeted. So this is your formula number 3. Are we clear? Can we go ahead now? Chalo. Fourth formula. Anybody who's not understanding anything, Hamsa, Tripti, are you guys understanding everything? I'm assuming you guys are understanding and following whatever I'm saying. Okay. Efficiency variance. Next is fixed overhead efficiency variance. What was the change in your efficiency? Because of the fall or rise in efficiency, what is the difference? That we want to find out. You should have produced how many units in 20,160 hours? You should have produced 20,160 divided by 4. This should have been your efficient. If you would have been 100% efficient, you would have produced these many units. Yes or no? That is equal to 5040 units, right? You actually made 5305 units. So good. Correct? Because you have made more units, you are more efficient. Because you are more efficient, you are able to absorb more. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me? So that is equal to 5305 minus 5040. This is the efficiency change into 24. That is equal to how much? Good or bad? Good. So what is the formula? I forgot to write the formula here. 5305 is actual quantity minus the standard quantity in actual time. Correct? When we want to change the quantity, we have to keep the hours constant into the standard rate. Now, actual quantity into standard rate, what do we get? 5305 into 24. Actual quantity into standard rate, what do we get? Actual quantity into the standard rate, what do we get? Absorbed overheads. And standard quantity in standard means 20,160 by 4 into 24. What is that? What is that? Huh? Standard overheads. So minus the standard overheads. So here I get standard overheads, and my fourth formula is absorbed minus standard overheads. So there in the exam, you don't have to sit and waste and use your logic to understand, array I produce this much, that much. Directly use these formulas. You can, once you calculate these, you get till here. Directly apply this and get your answers. Fifth, fixed overhead capacity variance. Now here there is magic. So you need to understand this. You have worked for how many days? 24 days. In those 24 days, how many hours you should have worked? 24,000. Or how many units you should have made? 6,000. Correct? So 6,000 units you should have made in 25 days. So how many you should have made in 24 days? So you should have utilized a capacity worth making 5,760 units. But you have utilized a capacity to make 20,160 by 4. That is 5040 units. Ma'am, what are you saying? We have actually made 5305 units. Yes or no? But in the time that you have taken is worth 5040 units. You made extra units in that. That is your efficiency. And you have already considered the difference between 5305 to 5040. That has already gone into your efficiency. You have utilized the capacity worth making 5040 units only. In this capacity, you have used or you have made more units. That is your efficiency. But capacity utilization was worth 5040 units. Am I making sense? Am I clear with this? Am I understood? Everyone, am I clear with this? Why did I take 5040? Nobody is answering. Hamsa, Tripti, am I clear? Why did I use 5040? Okay. Into the rate that is 24. That is equal to how much? 17,280. ठीक है. Now 50 or 20,160 divided by 4 into 24 is nothing but my standard overheads. And 60,000, 6,000 into 24 is my budgeted overheads, but we have reduced our budgeted overheads with respect to the number of days. So budgeted overheads for actual days. Now tell me one thing. If the number of days were not given, this and this would not have been there. I would have directly taken 6,000 into 24. Am I right? I wouldn't have reduced my budgeted capacity. So, the last formula, that is fifth formula, standard overheads minus budgeted overhead, provided formula number 6 is equal to 0. Otherwise, budgeted overheads for actual days. Understood? The formula will be same, but it will be for the actual number of days. Got it? Everyone? Clear understanding? Last variance is very simple. That is variance number 6. Fixed overhead calendar variance. You should have worked for 25 days. You worked for only 24 days, because of which you have absorbed 5760 rupees less. So 5760 adverse. So that is why I wrote that if variance number 6 is 0, that means if there is no difference between the actual number of days and this, then obviously this and this wouldn't have been there, and this would have been budgeted overheads. So this is actual days minus budgeted days into the rate per day. Am I clear with all the formulas? Was I able to make you understand all the formulas? Okay, so we are going to have some checks. Fixed overhead cost variance is equal to expenditure variance plus the volume variance. You can check 14,680 adverse, 2000 favorable, and 16,680 adverse. Second check, volume variance is equal to efficiency variance plus your capacity variance. You can see 16,680 is 6360. Uh, I think it also includes the calendar variance. Can you check once? Efficiency plus 16,680 minus 6360. Sorry. 6360, 17,280. Yeah, and 5760. So plus calendar variance. These are the two checks. Yeah. Did you understand the fixed overhead variances? Okay. Have you all noted down? Is this noted? Yes. Okay.